Welcome to using Jamboard in World Language Classrooms. My name is Iman Hashem. I'm a Program Director at Occidental College World Language Project and an Arabic language instructor at Cal State Long Beach. So what is Jamboard? It is an innovative tool that allows teachers to interact with the students with a whiteboard. It works on tablets, phones, and other devices. It's free and easy to use by teachers and students, and it can be adapted to any activity and any teaching style. So first, let me start with a quick tutorial on how to use Jamboard. And Jamboard is available as part of the Google Apps or Google Drive. So you can scroll down in the Google Apps, and here you have the Jamboards. And then you can click on the plus sign, and you have a new Jam. So for this demo, I'm going to show you how I wanted to use the Jamboard in teaching my students how to write. So first of all, I need to set my background, the background with a wide line paper. So, and here I go, I find it and I choose one and select it and set it as the frame, as the background. I would use the pen, and with the pen there's the pen, highlighter, markers, highlighter, and a brush. I'd like to use the markers and use the blue color, and then I can start writing the words that they know, and it starts with the letter Aleph. So ahlan, it's welcome, and Ana, which is I am, and then I use the marker, and with the marker with the different colors to bring to their attention to the letter Aleph and how it's written, and I can model it while I'm talking, and this is from top to bottom, and then like this, and I can write it for them to use the lines and individual writing. So I can share it with my students, and here with the sharing, I need to make sure that it is on can edit mode, and I copy the links, and then I use it by sending it to them on a chat. I can use this page, and that all the students, that they can practice in here, or I can, if I wanted to assign a page for each student, so I'm going to add instruction. I can use the sticky notes, and I can say practice. And just since I can modify, I can edit, I can duplicate, or I can delete. So in here, I'm going to put this is like I can edit by saying practice writing. Okay. And then I wanted for each student to claim a page and write their name. So I put here, use a text box and say name. I can change the color. I can change the style too. Now my Jam slide is ready. So I click here on expanding the Jam, and I can duplicate with the numbers of the students, and then each student can claim one slide, and that they practice the writing. Also, I have the chance to look at my students and see them live of what they are writing and who is participating, who is not, and check privately if that they needed help, or if that they are not doing their work, and what's the reason behind that. Other activities that I can use, that they can fill in the blanks, I provide the text, and then that they need to fill in the blanks with the missing word. Another one, as you can use the sticky notes and the pictures, and it's like to match the word with similar words. So it's the mother and with al-walida. Sorry. So this is how that they can use it. They can use it to rearrange the words in a sentence. I have vocabulary, and that they can create sentences out of this. I can use it to input vocabulary. I use this picture as a background, and then I teach them that this is a sea, or this is a tree, shajara, sama. And then later on, I can check for comprehension by asking them, helping me to label it, and asking them yes or no questions. And finally, I ask them to label these pictures. You can use it as a Venn diagram. Like you see, you can use the background with the template that you create or a picture that you create and set it as a background. I highly recommend that. Then students cannot move this from one place to another. And this is another visible thinking. And or I can assign a place using these shapes to give for each student a place where that they can write during their group work. And this is the first activity. That the second activity I can use, it is tapping into previous knowledge with the question of the day, invoke their interest in the subject by asking them what makes you happy. So I post a question, and this is part of a unit that I created. I adapted from the unit of Laura Terrell and Donna Clemente about happiness. So students that they provide their writing, they answer the questions and provide some pictures to show how that they are happy and what makes them happy. Another activity, it is an interpretive song where they listen to song and that they use the lyrics to identify the main message and use the annotation to annotate the lyrics and find the message of the song and what's the list of things that they can make them happy. And I have a list of learning experiences where the students can participate. So the first activity is what do you see, what do you think. I have two pictures from different songs and that they are talking about what they see, what they think, and what they like to know. Then they act as they listen to the music and that they react if they agree or disagree if the song or the video clip show happiness, the people bring happiness or reflect happiness, and why. Then turn on I model the scavenger hunt where that they can annotate the text and then give them the chance to annotate the text themselves and write about it. And just make sure that you have the text as set as a background, then they can't change it because the annotation, if it's changed, it will change where that they have their annotations. And another way for scavenger hunts, I have this way where that they identify the words that they know, they learned, and what that they've heard about the songs. And these are from different students and what they've done. The other activity is with the interpersonal task with the interviews, and they wanted to interview native speakers. So in order to practice that, they are going to interview each other first as a classroom activities. So before in the asynchronous that they prepare their questions from a TV program that they hear and from their own. And then they come to the classroom where they share it in breakout rooms. And then they post these questions. They look at these questions and evaluate them from different groups and then choose which questions that they can that they would use in their partners with the breakout rooms with the other groups. The other activity is that it is for peer editing. And with peer editing that they have they share what they wrote, and I can do the peer editing, the editing myself, or give feedback, or their friends that they can provide their editing. The last activity, it's a story contest where students work in groups to create a story, and then they read each other's stories and they rate them. They give them a points, and the story with the most points win a contest. Finally, I would like to bring to your attention it's the Jamboard pitfall. It is not made as a collaborative classroom tool. That's why you need to have an etiquette of how to use this Jamboard, because you don't have a control of writing before they write it or share it with the rest of the group. You can request writing the names on the post, then you can know, because one of the other things that you cannot know who is writing what on the Jamboard. So you really need to try to have either write their names on sticky notes or write them and give them a number according to their names, the list of their names in the classroom roster. Thank you for listening. I hope you found all these activities helpful and beneficial.